What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, allegedly A-lease, and I'm here to give you my thoughts and my opinions on Ready to Love. Am I not channeling Liz's puff sleeves today or what? Let's talk about it. Before we get started, I just want to take a moment to thank everyone who commented on the last video. Thank you so much for your insight. And I don't want to leave anyone out, so therefore I'm going to put your name here. That way I won't leave anyone out because I'm truly grateful for you. Thank you also to my subscribers who watch and support. Thank you so much. If you are new to this channel, welcome. I hope that something is said or done to move you to like, share, and subscribe. Now let's get into it. We open exactly where we left off last week, with AJ still holding Kyra's hand. Kyra says that no matter what, she has to stay true to herself, and she can't force herself to do something that her and AJ don't seem to know how to do. Make a decision. AJ tells her, you know what? I don't want to see you leave. I changed my mind. Y'all deserve each other for real. I feel bad for y'all's waiter. Excuse me. Hi, it's me again. I changed my mind. Can you take this back? Thank you. AJ then meets with Alexis. He tells Alexis that, I think we'll be in each other's lives for a long time. I just won't be as your man. You are not ready to love. Alexis said, yes, I am, just not to you. Now, I'll spare y'all the sermon that Alexis preached on the way out the door, but I thought sis was about to pass the offering plate and I ain't had no change. On another random day, the ladies are waiting at the sporting club to meet with Tommy. Kyra walks in and Liz's puff sleeves immediately deflate. Liz wants answers as to why Kyra is still there. It could be to take your man, sis. Tommy arrives and he tells the ladies that he's sending them on their final one-on-one date. He says on this one-on-one date, I want you to get past the thought of being in a relationship and transition into the action of being a couple. He also announces that at the end of the week, another man will be eliminated. After Tommy leaves, Kyra fills the ladies in on how she made it over. Elimination. The ladies ask if she's finally made a decision, and Kyra says, nope, I still haven't made up my mind. And sorry, Liz, but I'm meeting with your man this week because I need to know why he kicked me out of the sister wives circle. See, now you done got Liz's sleeves all in a puff. Sis said, don't make it seem like I was his plan B. That would have been dope if you would have said it to Kyra and not the camera. Now, in reality, Liz says, that's fine because me and my man are solid. Okay, sis. On another day, Joelle arrives at Vernisha's house for their date. Sis is the realest woman I know on this show so far. She serves her man his dinner in a styrofoam plate. I don't care if production and these cameras are here. Unless you or production are going to wash these dishes, you're going to eat off the styrofoam plate. You heard me? Anyway, Joelle asks, what's next for us? Vernisha said, you're the man, lead. So he says, well, I want to continue this and see where our relationship is going. Next, Liz and Jason head to Olive and Twist. Jason says that he's glad that he chose Liz. Liz said, okay, well, you ready for this curveball? Because I need to know, what would you have done if Kyra would have told you that she picked you? Jason's so smart. He says, good question. We would still be sitting here. Jason surprises Liz with a white rose. He says, the only two other women that have ever received a white rose from me is my mother and my stepmother. And now I'm giving it to you because you outlasted Kyra. Seriously, he says, I'm giving it to you because you've been pure and honest with me, and you're worth my time, and you're worth the pursuit. And on schedule like an Amtrak train, Liz tears up and says, oh, Jason, this is just so sweet. Liz is like, I want a hug. After 30 minutes of uninterrupted commercials, Amber and Chris meet up. Chris immediately starts in on, some people been asking about the whole, truth or dare run thing. So, y'all not like double dipping, are you? Boy, stop lying. The only people that ask you about that whole situation is the people in your head. Amber reassures Chris that he is literally her first, her last, her everything. They move on and talk about kids. Chris says that he wants a village, while Amber says, I just want one, that's it. Chris says, no worries, because we can't even be together like that anyway until we get married. Amber looking like she want to go back to the dealership and test drive a whole nother vehicle. You gotta be careful when you're out there shopping at Tommy's used cars and chicken. Next, AJ and Kyra meet up. Kyra asks, well, where do we stand? And rather than AJ locking it in, he says, you should know. If I gotta tell you, then what? What, AJ? AJ then drops a hidden message in his response to Kyra asking if he felt that he made the right decision. He says it's not about whether you made the right decision. It's about whether you look back and say, I should have done this, or what if that? And if you have to ask yourself that, then that's the direction that you need to go in. It went right over Kyra's head. Side note, these commercials be so long you could raise a whole child. The ladies meet back up with Tommy, and Amber asks for the prayers of all of the ladies and Tommy because Chris is celibate. Liz says that she's on cloud 9, and as she begins to explain that Jason said that he made his decision a couple weeks back, Kyra decides to show her petty and start laughing. But no one is really here for your games. Just because you can't make up your mind, people are not going to sit around and wait on Kyra. The world continues to move. Kyra says in her interview, well, you're celibate, Liz, and Jason not going for that based off the conversations that we had. Just because he stepped to you like that doesn't mean that he stepped to Liz like that. Men know what they can get away with. After Kyra finishes her childish laugh, she says, no disrespect, Liz. It was total disrespect, Kyra. She says that you all are trying to make it seem as if I'm playing games when it's Jason that's playing games, because to say that he made his decision weeks ago was not conveyed to her. Tommy says it seems like you need some counseling. Just kidding. He says it seems like you need some answers. But when asked about her date with AJ, the only thing that she could say is, he respects my decision-making process. Sis, not to be funny, but everyone sat down, talked about their dates, talked about their man. But the only thing that you've talked about this entire time is Kyra. Anyhow, Tommy says because the couples all seem to have so much potential, there will be 4 final couples and no one will be eliminated. Tommy, you been drinking? Or either your glasses are really, really dirty, because I don't see nothing that you see. You can go ahead and get rid of Kyra and AJ. He says the last step in this process is a 2-way commitment, not a 3-way, Kyra. And both parties have to agree to be in the committed relationship together. After Tommy leaves, Kyra announces that she has an attitude. And Amber asked a great question. She said, well, if you're so bothered by it, are you really choosing AJ because you have a genuine connection? Kyra says that I picked AJ because Jason said I was playing games when it was really him who was playing games. No, he didn't say that, but you still didn't answer Amber's question. And why isn't AJ's name rolling off your tongue more if you're so put off by what Jason told Liz? Liz says, I will not come off my throne to play with the peasant. I'm just kidding. That's what I really wanted her to say. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, Jason and Kyra's discussion. Jason walks in with the, hey, queen. Not according to Liz. Now, Jason admits that he misspoke when he said that he made his decision weeks ago. But to Jason's point, no one ever knows where Kyra stands, but she took every opportunity to interrogate him rather than just being in the moment. Jason said, truth be told, I don't even know why I'm here. And Kyra says, I wanted you to be like, it's all about what Kyra wants and not what Jason wants. Do you hear some of the stuff that comes out of your mouth? Jason says, listen, we're not about to do this. What is it that you want?
What more do you want from me?
Kyra asked if she would have communicated better, would things have played out differently? Jason says, absolutely not. I'm rocking with Liz, period. Where was Joelle when we needed the you heard me? Kyra, still having control issues, says, well, my final decision is that we stay friends. You just now arriving to that destination, Jason is telling you he's been there. The couples all meet up for their final dinner, but it's at a rooftop bar called Xeon 23, so I don't think so. They don't serve food like that. You're not about to have me dress up to eat chicken wings and fries. Meanwhile, Kyra is watching Liz and Jason's every move. She says he got under my skin, but you know, I'm starting to like, what's his name? AJ. Tommy arrives and announces that this journey is not over Each partner will have to meet their partner's family. And that's where we leave it. Now, I normally don't talk about the previews, but Kyra and AJ were in a restaurant scene, whereas all the other ladies were walking outside in this beautiful scenery. So what's going on there? I want to know what you think. Do you think that AJ and Kyra will make a commitment, or do you think that they will walk away? Let's chat about it down in the comments. Until the next time, I'm allegedly A-lease. Peace.